Hello and welcome to another episode of Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors. Our gearbox is now better. I didn't realise that. Very good. Very good indeed. It's because we're improving it. But last race we finished 7th and 9th. Porter getting the high position, which isn't bad to say. He had 0.7 for form and had a double pit stop mistake which cost him 6.5 seconds. I think we would have finished 5th if it weren't for that. We might have beat Silver as well. We finished 3rd overall behind Firebird and Silver. I think we might have beaten Silver, I'm not sure. But the main thing is that team standings, we're still top. We've dropped 7 points to Firebird. Well, a bit more than that, but the 7 points closer now because it was minus 19 before, and that was to Octane, I think that was. But Firebird looking good this season. I think they've picked up most of the wins. Well, them and Vexala, who were 4th, shockingly enough. But Engelhardt 2nd, 5 points off the lead after a poor performance in comparison to the start he's had anyway. Porter, though, getting a very good race. To say that he had 6-second mistake, which wasn't even his fault. I think Engelhardt locked up at some point as well, so we had to be careful with the tyres, which screwed us over in the end. So to say everything went wrong in the last race, the fact that we finished 3rd still is a good sign. Our gearbox is improving. Our brakes are still pretty poor, but we are building a suspension, which we need because it's now the worst on the grid. But the most important part is now average. Because we've been working heavily on it here. Well, reliability, everything should be fine now. In fact, the new gearbox is at 96%. Engelhardt can rate strip that quite a bit. Suspension's mostly fine. I would like that a bit higher. But we also have a vote. And it's high merit payments. In theory, if we can keep this performance up next season, this will benefit us. But it does put more pressure on us. So I'm going to abstain because I think I can benefit from this, but it not going through isn't a terrible thing for me either. At least for the next couple of seasons. So I will abstain. I think it will go through because the top 3 or 4 teams are going to want this. It's the bottom 3 or 4 teams that don't benefit from this. But someone does have double votes. And it's gone through. So that can benefit us next season, to be fair. I don't know if you get... I think that top 4 we're going to benefit from that. Top 4 maybe, top 3, top 4, something like that. If it doesn't benefit us, we'll try and cancel it. But I think it will. It should do. The main thing now though is that we need to upgrade our HQ, and we just don't have the money for it yet. We're still at 4-star sponsor. Engelhardt's not lost his thing yet. And obviously team marketability is going up as we perform well. His marketability is gone in 9 weeks. And that's in 4 weeks. So I will get 4-star sponsor here. Or at least I'll have the chance to get it for this one. Is that our best sponsor as well? Fixed per race 150. It's our worst per race, but I think it's our best overall. That's giving us a decent amount of money. Yeah, we will go for 13th or above. We're going to play it safe. 6th or above no longer guaranteed. Pit crew. Mistake chance. What you on tyres? So no one's higher than 0.3. I think that's the highest I can do at this point. He's made 2 mistakes. We should replace him. I'll keep an eye out. He's not great either. But we have no one else to hire. So our car is going on with the 6th best gearbox, but it's actually slightly above average. Our suspension is 10th. Well, not the new one yet. Our brakes are 8th. Our suspension is really holding us back this season. Thankfully, it is actually it's out of the 3 that we can develop, it is the least important of the 3. So I don't think Predator will be that much higher than us. Anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. He's got a better gearbox. Why does he think his Why does he think his car's better than Engelhardt's? It's not. Apparently giving him this gearbox makes it better than Engelhardt. Even though that's game logic. Before I do need to give him my HQ. The design centre is the first thing because it improves what we can do. And then it'll be specific parts we'll look at. Also, I should probably scout some regions. Or some new drivers that have been created. I'm probably not going to hire them. But I might as well. You never know if it's like maybe like a 1-star driver but 5-star potential, we can sign them as a reserve. I literally just realised I couldn't do that. I think everything should be fine. We can't use that one yet because it's worse anyway, but it will get about the same as this one. If we can give both cars equal gearboxes. Like an average gearbox should perform all right. Oh, I didn't see that. And now he's unhappy again because it's apparently it's worse. Oh, is that why? No. His suspension was still better. It's a good job I saw that. What does that do to our suspension now? Oh, it's 9th again. Yes. Our suspension is no longer the worst on the grid. Get in there. Suck it, Predator. Just better than you. Right. So, brakes, best 2 on. Engelhardt's got the better one. Gearbox, best 2 on. Engelhardt has the better one. Suspension, Engelhardt has the better one. We're finally done. We're almost at the halfway point of the season and we're still top. 4 races, stuck by 12 points. That is not bad going for the second worst car on the grid. That is good going. We've had a good season. The challenge will be doing it again next season because our target's going to be quite high. It's based on your last season performance. But we're not going to win. No way. But, top half finish this season is currently doable. But I will take practice, get some good setups, and I will see you for the race itself. That is the end of practice. We do get a 1-2 finish. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter. Silver Racing getting 3rd, and then Zampelli coming 4th and 5th. Firebird not doing great, which is good to see because they're our closest competition. Vexala pretty low as well. This is gearbox crucial, so in races like that, driver skill is usually quite important. She can't just use top speed to counter that. So we might fare well here. Of course, Engelhardt did beat Porter by 0.1 or 0.2 of a second. And then it was like another second between them and Batista. Of course, we were pushing, they were not. At least I don't think they push. Yeah, soft race trim. He has super overtake mode. I didn't realise that was his second trait. I am going to go light-footed. Oh, it's 16 degrees. Engelhardt can use the supers. It's cold enough, and it's only 22 laps, and they go, I think, 8 to 10. So you need him to go like... So you can do a super soft to soft and a super soft stint. But we are going to go nurse, because for rate stripping with Engelhardt... Oh, it's back to 15, look. Oh, get in there. I swear it was +5 at one point. This season has just changed. Wow, okay. I swear in the past one it was +5. I swear it was. I need to check that. Because that has just changed the season, arguably, because we can now get a lot of performance out of these. You know, that gearbox is probably now better than Octanes for starters, at +75. That's better than developing a new part. That would also give Porter super overtake mode, if we wanted it. I mean, the best combo with super overtake mode is... There's a trait where pushing higher doesn't affect your condition. So that and nurse means you can just push the entire time. On that, and obviously super overtake means you can push without having to worry about. It's just a fuel you have to worry about either way. But yeah. I swear it was +5 before. I need to check that. Maybe I was being stupid. But we can really, really, really get some performance out of these parts. I'm actually going to push it to 65 and take the risk with Engelhardt, with that nurse perk. And +90 to our gearbox is better than what we can produce. I think you need like a great gearbox to get that performance increase. So Porter is on 97%. I do know where excellent is on handling, as you can see, but I don't want to mess with the top speed, and this is already 97%. So there's no reason to tweak it anymore. It's good enough. I think that's right. But he is going to go on the softs. The idea being he can push longer. Because the tyre temperatures mean, and with light-footed as well, he can keep going for some time. But I think Engelhardt, 10 to 12 laps on the supers, they shall last pretty fine. We'll also give him 9 laps anyway, but it'll probably will pit first. His setup was a bit harder, because the one I have saved for him is rubbish, so we're going to get rid of that. Goodbye. It was in the wet though, so I might need that again. Oops. I don't know if it changes. I don't know if wet weather changes the setup by much. We'll find out at some point. Ardennes. But this race has really just turned it on its head with the fact that we can get more performance from weight stripping again. I mean, +90 to your gearbox in this league is huge. Like in the World Championship, the top division, it's nothing. It really is nothing. Age Pacific, it's okay, but this league a +90 is quite big. You saw it. We've got +like 25 to 30 on our gearbox. It's shot up because of how low a lot of the cars are. Obviously, attack, overtake. Archer, bottom of the league, starts top. Santa Ana, one of our old rivals, not so much this season, starts in second position. Evans is actually beating Santa Ana still, even though Evans last season was terrible. Mello of Garuda really letting his team down. They should be fighting for the championship. Zampelli, very disappointing. Giral letting Zampelli down. That's the difference between Levingston Motors and everybody else. Levingston Motors have 2 drivers finishing pretty good all the time. The rest of the teams don't. I mean, Rexall is there and he's won a race. Zampelli, Octane mid-table. Max Porter there with Vananen, who has won a race. Thomas and Lamb here. Of course, D'Osta, the championship leader, with 2 wins. And Engelhardt with a much better car now. It's 5 red lights for the Belgian Gran Prix. And they're off. Bad start by Engelhardt, but the Garuda there is going to hold up D'Osta, so that's fine. Porter is down to 16th, overtaken by Vananen. Lamb's all over the back of him as well. Engelhardt should easily beat him here. He has a much better car and has better driver stats. We're stuck in a train in the first corner. Engelhardt up a position, Porter down a position. Porter is on the harder compound though, so he might struggle. But he's on a longer strategy. D'Osta all of the back of Engelhardt. Porter getting attacked and he's overtaken. Porter, after having a good last race, is really letting us down at the minute. Pamela Engelhardt overtaking D'Osta, even though that didn't actually happen. It was already ahead of him. Engelhardt needs to get past his teammate. The thing is, if I let him by, D'Osta might get past Engelhardt. As well, Porter as well, so I'm not going to risk it. Porter makes his move. Both Levingston Motor drivers all over Vananen. They can't get by him. It's Engelhardt dropping to 19th, dropping to D'Osta in that manoeuvre. But Engelhardt is not happy. He's going to try and take it back. He has the gearbox to do it. A very disappointing start for Levingston Motors this season. This race. I'm going to speed it up a bit. We just can't get by. Oh, look at that crap. Come on, Engelhardt, you're like an average car. I don't want him. Engelhardt takes his position back in the end. Just about, I think. The side by side. Ooh, that was a bit of a hard break by Engelhardt. Porter makes a move. I think Porter's just slowing us down, to be honest. Gets past Lamb. People are always conservative, and that's why he's got past him. Turn down the engine. Oh, piss off, D'Osta. Go away. Oh, Vananen gets past Porter though. So a bad start really, compared to our usual starts. Porter's going for it now though. Everyone's conserving, so he's still on attack. Lamb's pushing, so he gets past Porter that way. Are they pushing now? Something? No. Well, it's a bad race for us, but I don't really know what's going on. We're all still close together. It's Santa Ana leading this race. think you're going to pick this race at this lap. Yep. And they can push for a few laps with clear track. Portis was going to keep pushing. Well, you can actually go and overtake attack, actually. Portis trying to get past the line. We're all grouped up here. He does so for now. He's fighting for 14th with the Zampelli Chew and gets it. We are the first to pit. We've got Marge's fuel. No mistakes. A good time apparently. Banana steaming ahead. Do we have enough to go one more lap? We've got a tyre wear. The tyre heat's been hot all the time, but with the tray, it doesn't really matter. We're still climbing, we might as well. Yeah, we can. Yeah, just about. You're going to pit for another set of softs. The question is, can Engelhardt catch any of these people? If we're lucky, there'll be some repairs at some point, which we won't have to worry about. So Santa Ana was winning this race. We were behind all these. He's gone wide. Good job. He would have overtaken all of them as well. Great job, Engelhardt. Bravo. That's why you are number one. Everyone's pitting now. Goes wide with absolutely nobody about. Come on. Porter up into 8th. Gaining some ground now. Engelhardt's starting to get past some people. It would have been so much further ahead without going wide there. So luckily he didn't crash. Notice how we start doing well, that's when mistakes start happening. Oh, that's a lot of cars coming out the pit. And Engelhardt gets ahead of Porter. Ahead of everyone out at the pit, up into 11th. With people to pit. They are going to attack now. We'll match his engine, we can do it. We've got the reliability, we should have enough fuel for now. He's got the faster tyre though. And better tyre heating. Porter overtakes Gerard for 14th. They're all over the back of us here. We could be up here without going wide. It's still the worst drivers fighting for the top 2 spots. There's not been a lot of change at the top. Porter loses ground, I think, though. I'm not sure. Banana's right there. Everyone's still pushing. You actually push with the engine as well. That's what everyone else is doing. Oh, Sabato going for the overtake on Engelhardt. Porter up into 13th. Bananas in the way of Engelhardt. Was having to defend against all these drivers. Everyone's fine with each other. That's allowing Banana to get away a bit. I can't believe Santa Ana's still being in this race. you have to stay on high because he's pushing like a madman here. No, keep pushing. Push until there's no rubber left. Then we'll pit. That's it. What's going to happen is Chu's going to try and overtake us and then immediately conserve. It's conserving now. Porter up into 12th. For now, anyway. People are going to start going to conserve. Porter can just keep going. Tyre wear won't be a problem for him on the softs with this weather and with this trait. But Engelhardt has made up some positions despite going wide, which is quite funny. It's the worst teams that win in this race, though. But Exala are beating us. I think so are Firebird by like 3 or 4 points. Sabado's pushing on Chu. That's good because Port's going to overtake Chu. Yeah, Chu. Sabado is pushing, so we're going to push now. Oh. Chu's a madman now. He wants his position back from Porter. They're not attacking with their engine, though. Which is good. Does anyone have an issue up ahead? Not at the minute. Yeah, on the slower tyre, I'm actually doing quite well, so I'll take it. Sabado is actually conserving. Porter might be able to get him at some point. Right, you're going to have to put again. There is how many laps? 8 laps. Pack conditions perfectly fine. It's barely gone down because of that nurse perk. So attack overtake. This is a lot worse. Porter being attacked by it. Look how many cars are here. It's quite close in the middle of the park. Oh, Sabado with a move. Porter holds on. He's attacking with his engine and everything, so we're going to do the same. We will defend this place, this position. See, if we slow all these people down, it'll help Engelhardt. Because we won't have chance to catch up. Because they'll get stuck behind us, losing time in the pits as well. I'm pretty sure I said 8 laps, not 9, but he's out. Excess fuel. He's on the soft, on the soft, so we can push most of this race. I didn't check the weather, that was dangerous. 18th is right behind us. Go right behind Engelhardt. We'll do a pit now with Porter. No, I think he can go another lap. Eight to 10. There's 6 laps remaining. We'll take the risk and go on the super softs. With Porter. So Engelhardt is pushing as hard as he can. Chu is in the pits. We should overtake him at least. Or we'll get stuck behind him. No, we'll overtake. All these people still to pit. Engine's going a bit low though for Porter. He's going to take it easy for this last bit. So it's really here where Engelhardt feeds out, because I think other people are still to pit. Yeah, still quite a few people to pit here. Engelhardt. We won't get past Mello at least. We'll get past Porter. We do. So we're feeding to 10th and 11th. Still got excess fuel. Porter is on the supers. People still to pit. What's his tyre wear at? 80%, so he's losing performance at least. That is Chu with an issue. He can't push for too hard. You can't push too hard. You are not on excess fuel. I think he's on banger enough actually. At the minute we are beating both Octane and Firebird. But Silver smashing it. So at the minute we're still first, but not by a lot. Porter's lost to Chu. Oh, he takes it back, that's good. We need Vannon to catch Batista, then we can catch up to them. Porter's too busy dealing with... I mean, look how tight that is. I mean, Lamb's won this, right? Oh, he has to pit. Oh, okay, so Lamb needs to pit. So we need to find out where he finishes before we look at those standings. We might come out ahead of him, actually. At least with Engelhardt. Yeah, definitely with Engelhardt. But with both drivers. Porter's in the fight of his life with Chu. He's got an issue though, and he's having to conserve now. So engine's looking a bit dodgy, but it should be all right for 3 or 4 laps. So we're getting 2 points overall on the lead. But if Engelhardt can take Vexala, take Van Arden, that will be glorious. Because it's a 2-point swing in our favour, that, but you can't seem to get him. Go normal for now. Oh god. Joe is pushing, but I think his car's going to give out at some point. See, I'm hoping here, when Ardennes overtaken, that those two fighting each other means we can catch up. We have gained on them. Oh shit, his tire's really bad. We might lose that place. I should have gone on the bloody softs. Who's retired? Oh, Zampelli. Oh, that's fine. Bananas dropped. Yeah, I think Port's going to start dropping now because he's going to lose his tyres. That was a mistake. Should stay with the... stay with the... thingamajiggy. There, the softs with the trout. We'll try. But yeah, we just lost like 2 or 3 positions. Oh, that's terrible. I should have stuck with the softs. We've actually lost ground now because of that. Yeah. My bad. So, from now on, Porter's always on the softs. That's my bad, that's my bad. We should have gained ground on the lead there. Engelhardt 7th, Porter dropping 3 positions on the last, or 3 or 4 positions on the last lap because of me. Antonov, Vexala win again, and yeah, aren't winning the league. Oh, Rogers has an illegal part, so we gain a position. Very nice. Engelhardt 1 point off the top. We're now only 9 points ahead in the standings. Vexala up into 3rd, Firebird up into 4th. We could have kept our lead there, but I made a mistake with Porter. I took a gamble because I didn't have good management. It screwed me over, and we are starting to drop. But that is to be expected. 4th is still fine with us. That was a bit of a weird race, to be fair. You got some really poor teams finishing highly because of how that race worked out. The suspension is built. Is that any better? It's 9th again. But apparently that's going to give us the 8th best car on the grid. Nice. So we now have the 8th best car on the grid. That's progress. You see, after one race, one guy loses 50 odd stamina, but no, that's how much they lose. Basically nothing. Mistake chance. He's like 0.6 tyres. Who's got the best tyres here? Who's the refueler? Yeah, who's refueling? Oh, it's you two. So you swap for you, because that will up our pit time. Oh, we can hire. Oh, you're good. Tyres 10, fixing 13. Who was the guy that made 2 mistakes? Labeling. So he's tyre and refuel. Labeling, you're fired. Where are you? You're not hit stamina my ass. You're pretty. He's good with the jacks. Eleven and 10. See, his stamina's too low, to be honest. But you're not great though. Right, let's have a look. Well, I've got no choice with that one. But his happiness will go up because we're going to get higher than 10 every time. Marketability is going up pretty quickly as well because we're exceeding our objectives quite easily. Oh, there's going to be rain for the Munich race. I think Munich I do pretty well on. And there's rain. Ooh. And the most crucial part is the gearbox. We can win that. We can win that. Oh, we've got new sponsors. 4-star, 30 or above, which we're not going to get. In that case, we might as well go for this one because it's same upfront payment and 6 is doable. It is doable, so that's what we're going to do. And as for this one, I'll keep going until I get 3 offers for that. Oh no. So my gearbox is now fully improved. So I want to improve that one for Porter. Improve the brakes. And the suspension. We're still going to focus heavily on the reliability, because that'll let us rate strip. This reliability we can work on after these are done, because we might not use it next race. In fact, what is that? Gearbox. No, we'll work on that for now. Another 4-star, Playsport. 7th or above for 3 races. When's the British Grand Prix? It is after Munich. Highest upfront payment. 7th is a risk, but we do get double the payment if we get it in Britain. So we're going to take it. We'll take the risk. And that will do it for this session. Next race will be Munich, where there's potential for rain. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So let's play Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors.